Um. Okay. Um. Uh, uh, I have no idea what game I'm playing right now. Okay, welcome to Undermate, fellow subs. This is actually a. I have no idea what this game is actually. So it says it's a dating sim like any other, but more of a Doki Doki fan base or something. But yeah, another Undertale fan game. So let's get started. Disclaimer: These AU has such genres as partial humanization and soulmates. Their presence will be reasoned throughout the game. Also, all decisions you make in the game will affect the course of events, eventually leading to different endings. With that disclaimer over, before starting the game, please select the gender of the following human. What the hell is this? Okay, now I know why Frisk is a genderless guy. He'd rather be a girl or a boy, but Frisk is for me. Frisk is actually a girl, but right now I'm gonna be a man. Boy, huh? All right, now name your human. Give a give human name to 10 characters, Latin or Cyrillic, then press enter. Okay. Porter Robin, nice name. Yeah, Porter Robin. You guys know Porter Robinson? Well, I know him, but I don't listen to one of his songs. Well, now we can start the game. Oh. Long ago, the powerful race called humans ruled the earth. There were two kinds of people. First, who had determination and had souls of different colors. The color of the soul was determined by a leading character trait of a person. The most powerful of these were red souls, as they had the most determination in them. And second, who had magic. Their souls were white and had very little determination in them. Humans like that often had an unusual looks because their souls and bodies were filled with magic. They could have horns, tails, different colored skin, hair, and eyes. Such looks made some of them look more like mythical creatures than human. Well, they look more like a mythical creature to me than a freaking monster. After some time, people with determination became afraid of magical humans. Some even called them monsters. Any small conflict were firewood for the bonfire of hate and dislike. And one day, a real war broke out between the two sides. A heart between loved ones. But the fight was unequal, and its outcome was preordained. Humans with determination achieved the victory over those who had almost none of it. Naming the magical humans monsters, the determined ones imprisoned them in an underground under Mount Ebot, sealing the exit with a powerful spell, the barrier. The barrier! The barrier had incredible power. It was only the soul who had a lot of determination and magic together that could destroy it. But there was no one with such soul in the world. The magical humans lived underground. Magical humans. They have lost of faith. Their hopes turned into ashes. And so it was for many, many years. Dun, dun, dun. Mount Ebott, of course, 20. Once upon a time, a human fell into the underground. Their name was Frisk. Frisk! They made friends with all magical humans in the underground and showed that not all the people who are filled with determination are evil. However, Frisk failed to free monsters. With a heavy heart, they left underground and nobody ever saw them again. The monsters continued to live in prison, but now a hope rise in their hearts. A hope that somebody will come and end their suffering. Undermate. So Porter Robin is gonna cure the world by ChiiAka, whatever. This game was made by ChiiAka. Right, there's a dot there. In this world, everybody is connected with their soulmate from their birth. Soulmate or true couple, everyone calls it differently, but the meaning is the same. It is the closest person in your life. Closer than parents, closer than friends. They understand you better than anyone and will always be on your side. Always, even when the whole world will turn away. Yeah, it's a little weird, probably. Knowing that there is a strange person you are connected with from your birth, that someone is destined to you as you are to somebody either. Many will wonder, and now I can find my soulmate. If you think about it, it could be anyone in the whole world. It's impossible to find your soulmate just by chance. That's what so-called tags are for. Finding your soulmate before reaching 16 years of age is an impossible task. Even if you assume that it's someone you know, you can't absolutely know it until that fateful age. After reaching 16, a pair of marks appear on the soulmate's bodies. They are similar but also unique for each pair of soulmates. Only connected soulmates have such marks, and marks have one interesting feature. When connected mates are close to each other, their marks begin to glow and soar slightly, thereby attracting their owner's attention. However, there are some cases when soulmate can feel his or her loved one before reaching 16. He or she can feel an inexplicable attraction to the place where the other soulmate probably is. And this is the reason which worries me a lot. Why is this game a freaking dating simulator? I live in a small town near the root of Mount Ebot. Although town is a pretty big word, it's more like a village. Not much space, everybody knows each other. The parents are not paying me attention. What? My parents are not paying me enough attention, but I used to do a lot by myself. Aww. I understand that they work hard and have a lot of things to do, but sometimes I think that they are not interested in me. Aww. I cannot remember the last time we did something together. We don't even celebrate the New Year while everyone else does. Well, that sucks. Parents say it's just a waste of time, but looking at how happy our neighbors are during this holiday makes me feel sad. Despite my attempts to persuade mom and dad to celebrate it even just once, I failed. Is that too much to ask? At least once. I want to feel love. Recently, I began to feel a strange feeling. Mountain, it attracts me. Is it possible that my desire to go to the mountain and my soulmate are connected? It's weird. I heard stories about magical people still under the mountain, but it's just a fairy tale, isn't it? But I started to feel strangely not so long ago. What if my soulmate is somebody from my town, and recently he or she went to the mountain and has not come back yet? I heard that village recently lost a few people. What if my soulmate was one of them? I wince because of such thoughts. What if? Okay, I get to choose. Is this Doki Doki Literature Club? Oh my goodness. I hope they got hurt. I hope they got lost. I hope they are in danger. We can be pacifists here. What if my soulmate is in danger? What if something terrible happened and now they are waiting with hope for someone to find them? In fact, there is no clear reason to worry, but a bunch of different situations already appeared in my mind and each one was hardly better than the other. I became nervous. There was just one thought in my mind. Gotta go to the mountain. Gotta go to the mountain. What if my thoughts are real? Yeah, I don't know for sure, but if I refuse to check, it will slowly tear my mind apart for a very long time. Right? I'll go to the mountain. Go to the mountain, go to the mountain, go to the mountain. I left the village and went into the forest where I was walking with the neighbor's kids sometimes. Passing through the forest, I came to the path that brought me pretty high. Whoa, it's that. It's that barrier place. There wasn't anyone around. The only thing I could hear was bird song from the forest behind. So quiet and peaceful, I even forgot why I came here from the start. Going a little farther, I found the cave entrance. There were some strange noises from the inside. I was curious, so I took a step into the darkness. Let's save before we continue. Alright, good, okay. I've never been in the caves before. It's very spacious here, but darker than outside. However, it has its own charming atmosphere. Fascinating. Especially all these I don't know some of these words. All of these stalactites and stalagmites hanging from the cave top and rising out of the ground. I tried to get used to the darkness and keep going to the same time. Suddenly, I caught my foot on something. Oh no, he fell! I thought I was about to fall and hit the ground. Oh. But I was wrong. I started to fall down the cliff, which I couldn't see in the dark, played a role. I felt like my heart stopped, like all my life flashed before my eyes. I close my eyes, expecting something horrible. Hard hit, I imagine how my body crashes into the ground. Damn. But suddenly, I realized that it was just my imagination. Oh, in reality, I feel something soft under me. My head suddenly starts to ache as I realize I can't move. I can't even open my eyes. Calm quiet, I was lying down for a while until I heard a couple of voices chatting from the distance. Mom, here he is! God, it's true. Another fallen human. Again? Huh, guess they are doing this too often nowadays. What are we going to do? We need to take care of him. I'll help you, it is my... Oh, I think this is Papyrus. Ha! I'll help you. It is my duty to take care of everyone who needs it. Oh, I think this is... No doubt, bro. And this one is Royal. Come on, let's do it. And this one is Ezreal, I think. Is he gonna be alright? Who knows, buddy? I heard last words very badly, slowly fading away. Finally, there was complete silence. I had a dream. Everything was so bright. I was standing somewhere high, like a mountain. I was looking at the rising sun. There were some people around me. I heard laughter. Everyone was so happy. We talked about lots of things. They said my name very often. Who are you talking to? But then everything disappeared. Whoa. Okay. Oh! Whoa, what is this? Is that Chara? Kara? And Ezreal? Whoa. My eyes widened. The first thing I saw was the ceiling. My head didn't hurt as much, so I sat down. I was on a soft bed in a strange looking room. Although I found something soft, it was not this bad. It was not this bad. The lack of holes in the ceiling proved it, but then how I got here. I stood up and looked around. The room was done in bright colors and slightly reminded me of my own. There was another bed near the opposite wall with some drawings above. Farther from the bed stood a nightstand with a photo and a large wardrobe next to it. Near the bed, which I had just risen from, were several large plush toys. I noticed them just now. The room was bright and clean. I was worried. I don't know where I am. I tried to sort my thoughts so I can figure it all out. But no dice. After exploring the majority of the room, I stepped through the door and into the hall. The corridor was long and went in both directions. There were two other doors, also a mirror at the end of the corridor. I looked to my right and smelled the sweet scent of cinnamon and butterscotch, coming from perhaps a kitchen? My stomach growled and I turned right without ever thinking. Hi, Toriel, where are you? I walked past the stairs leading down and went into the living room. A table stood in the left corner of the room. It was adorned with a vase of dried flowers and surrounded by chairs. Wood was slowly burning in the fireplace near the right wall. I put my palms next to the fire. The flames were warm and soft, but my hands didn't get burned. Weird. The smell of cinnamon wafted from the doorway at the end of the room. I took a step forward, but then immediately stopped. A woman came towards me from the doorway. Toriel! She didn't notice me at first, but after a moment, she was looking at me with a surprised look. Toriel's good! Oh my god! What? Oh my god, just... Sorry, my mom. Oh, are you already awake, my child? It was strange that she called me child. Noticing the confusion of my face, that woman kindly smiled. Ah, Toriel! Don't be afraid, my child. It's all over. You're safe now. I became calmer because of her tone, but my voice still made a bit. Poor Turbin. Oh, that's me. Nani kore? Nani kore? I don't know if that's Japanese or not. Who are you? Oh, I never introduced myself. My name is Toriel. I'm the caretaker of the ruins. I was amused by the fact that she had small horns and big fluffy ears. She looked magical, so to say the least. If I'm under the mountain, then all these tales about the magical people were true after all. Where am I? You fell into the underground, my child. My son had noticed it and led me to you. You were already unconscious, so we brought you here, to our house. By the way, how are you, my child? My head hurts a little, but I'm fine, thank you. And why do you have a freaking face now? You used to be a freaking monster. Glad to hear that. Toriel paused. My child, I have to tell you something. This is very important. It's about your fate. My fate? What about my fate? You are in the underground now. Do you know the story about the Long War? I remember the lines from the book in which I read about it and writing for the time aloud. World War I was bad, World War II was bad, Cold War was cool. People filled with determination sealed magical humans underground, creating a powerful spell called the Barrier. Right. There is not any way you can get out of the undergrounds currently. That's why you cannot go home. But someone must take care of you here. Me and my friends decided to meet at the evening so we can discuss your stay at our home. We do not want to hurt you. This is unpleasant for both of us, my child. I hope you understand. Let's say, I understand. Thank you, Toriel. She smiled again. I'm glad that you understand the situation. I noticed that the smell of cinnamon became more intense. Toriel realizes too. Oh, pie! A pie! A pie! With these words, she quickly fled to the kitchen, however. Toriel returned in a few minutes. Where's my bacon, please? I'm sorry, my child. I also forgot about the pie. A little more and it would have burnt. By the way, what do you prefer, my child? Cinnamon or butterscotch? Butterscotch. I think I prefer butterscotch. I think I prefer butterscotch. It's soft and so funny, but very sticky when melting. Oh, I understand. But do you not dislike the cinnamon? Oh, do you? It's the same question as Fisk. I mean, if you find it on your plate, will you turn down your nose? No, probably not. In fact, I love both. Oh, that's wonderful. Because I just made a butterscotch cinnamon pie. Yeah, of course. My child, don't you want a piece? You haven't eaten anything since yesterday. How did you know? Well, of course I want some pie. I was really hungry and pie sounded like a good idea. My mother never bakes pies, and I did not even eat pastries at all. But there is such an opportunity. Missing it all would be a terrible sin. Yeah, I'm really hungry, so a piece of pie sounds good. Excellent. Wait a sec. So I ran away again and came back with a huge piece of pie on a plate, handing it to me. I nodded and took the plate. Wow! Pie looked very yummy. That smell, I didn't notice I already started to drool. I ate this piece very quickly and then returned an empty plate to Toriel. Thank you, it was very tasty. Oh, I'm happy you liked it. My child, there's a lot of time left before that meeting, and I really have nothing for you to do. Though, perhaps I could ask you for one request? Although, I'm worried about your safety. What kind of request? My friend came here in the morning and forgot his... sorry, I got distracted by how cute Toriel is. I'm worried he might catch a cold. He lives not so far away and I would like to ask you to go and bring it to him. Toriel paused. No, it will be dangerous for you, my child. Forget everything I said. But you can walk around in the ruins. It's quite safe there now. And if something happens, I'm sure locals will help you. Besides, my son is there right now. Maybe you will meet each other. But if you are not feeling very well, the best solution is to go and relax a little more. As I said, you have plenty of time. What do you think? Should I make with Azrael or... I want to meet Sans. I want to meet that... I'll bring it to your friend. What is it? Are you sure, my child? What if you get lost? I'm worried. I'm gonna be alright, I swear. There are no traps anymore. I tried to calm her down. I gave her a patient smile. Toriel sighed. Toriel grabbed a cloth from the back of the chair. She held it out to me. I took it. That's a nice piece of cloth. It was it was soft. Very soft. Red fabric neatly folded into several layers. My friend lives over in Snowdin. Snowdin is the second part of the underground. The passage to Snowdin is down the stairs over there. When you go down the stairs, you should follow the path. You will see the large gate. Go through the gate and it will lead you to Snowdin. When you are there, follow the path. It should lead you right to my friend. I hope I have explained everything clearly. I understand. I'll be careful. Well, please take care of yourselves, my child. After our dialogue was finished, we smelled something burning in the kitchen. Oh! Tori immediately fled to the kitchen again, and there were just some strange noises afterwards. I decided not disturb her anymore, and by pressing the cloth tighter to my chest, walked away so I could bring it to its owner. I left the room and went downstairs. In there was a dark corridor. I followed the path and eventually came to the gate. I assumed this is the gate that leads to Snowden. It wasn't locked, so I went through, as Toriel said. Beyond the gate, there was a long, dark hall with another gate at the end. The only light I could see was the light shining through the gate. The gate was massive, but it opened easily. I went through, closing it behind me. Snowden! As I walked out, a cool, refreshing breeze flowed right to my face. Did the breeze come from the underground? I don't know, because it's magic. A thin layer of snow crunched under my feet. Luckily, I was wearing shoes, not some sort of sandals. There was a straight path and hundreds of trees on each side. I kept following the path like Toriel said. I quickly came to a bridge with wooden bars hanging from a platform and crossed it. I went to a small meadow. There was almost nothing except the observation post and a strange-shaped lamp. Very strange shape. Near the post, there were a few people talking about something. The highest of them said something to the other two. I now realized I forgot to ask Toriel's friend's name. Don't even know what he looks like either. How can I give them this cloth when I don't even know who I'm looking for? Silly Porter Robin. I decided to approach the people next to the post. Maybe they know her friend? Hey, sorry, can I ask you something? Two of the people looked at me with a weird expression. The third one turned after but immediately froze in on. Papyrus! Hello, man. You are awake. That was my turn to be surprised. He knows me? Oh, you bought my scarf. I mustn't forget it at Toriel's house. The confusion resolved itself. There's no doubt he is Toriel's friend. I was struck by how tall he is. I wonder how old is he? Scarf? Oh, right. Here's a damn scarf. I gave him the folded cloth which pretended to be a scarf. He took it and immediately started wrapping it around his neck. After a few swift seconds, he handed the scarf at the back of his spine. The scarf was longer than him in the full height, which left me in awe because his skeleton is pretty tall. I know, right? Thank you for bringing me my scarf, human. It was Toriel who asked you to do that, correct? Yeah, pretty much. Alright, I need to introduce myself. I, the great Papyrus, am the citizen of the Undyne, our head guard and the one who gives order in Snowden. But you can just call me Papyrus. There's a question. Nice to meet you, Papyrus. I'm Porter Robin. Nice to meet you too, Porter Robin. Thank you again. Where are you going now? Well, not really anywhere right now, so I might just head back to Toriel's house. We go to the near observation station if you want to, and then we can go back to Toriel's house together. Sure. Then let's go. Papyrus seems very friendly. I hope I can trust him as much as Toriel. Deep down, I feel like I can. Well, yeah, you can, actually. This Papyrus is the best. Is it common for magical people to act like that? On the surface, only few people would like to help a stranger in distress. Papyrus led me farther down the road. I noticed that it's very long and it's almost always going one direction. Soon I saw a meadow with an ice-cold lake. Right where the road widened was another observation post. But this one looked more like a big doghouse. Is this the silent doghouse guy? Dog? Dog. We walked closer and stood in front of the building. The observation post itself was empty. There was almost nothing inside except for one poster. However, there was some kind of reception bell on its surface. I decided to move to the right, but suddenly someone jumped right out of the post, seriously scaring me. Is it Sans? Oh, it's him! What the hell is this? Beware! Okay, what sound? Beware. Who goes there? I nearly jumped from the fright. I saw something moving. He blinked. And when I see moving things... Hi, Doggo. It's me, Papyrus. Papyrus. Hi there. See Papyrus, Doggo jumped over the top of the post and moved closer to us. What brings you here? And I wanted you to have this. Papyrus took out a small stack of papers. He handed them to Doggo. Doggo skimmed over it and nodded. He then laid the papers face down on the post surface. Thanks. Anything else? Papyrus looked at me. I felt a little timid. Papyrus saw my expressions and he smiled. He winked, then just stood there, not making a sound. I didn't really know what he was up to, so I just watched. Doggo tensed. Papyrus. Papyrus wasn't responding. Papyrus, don't you dare. Don't you dare what? Bob stretched out his hand and patted Doggo on the head. Doggo! Papyrus! You know I don't pay attention to things that are not moving. Doggo's face was beyond any description. I couldn't resist and he began to giggle. Papyrus smiled wildly. Haha! Sorry, Doggo. I'm sorry, that sucks. Doggo was clearly unhappy but not angry. He leaped back into his pose, then put a few dog treats in his mouth. Call me again if you need anything. I will. Papyrus said goodbye to Doggo and stepped forward toward me. I already stopped laughing, but a smile refused to leave my face. Well, we can go back to the ruins now. Yeah, thanks, Papyrus. It's a pleasure, human. We came back fairly quickly. Whether it was due to the fact that I already knew the environment or due to the fact that all the way we talked about all the sorts of things with Papyrus. I didn't know, but after a little bit, we were already walking upstairs into Tori's house. We went into the living room. I sat down on a chair and looked at Papyrus. Aunt Tori, I brought the human back safe and sound. Aunt Tori, you are back? You are back? How was Northern, my child? I remembered the trick with Doggo and the guild. It was fun. I liked it. Aren't you cold? Nah, I'm fine. That's good. Papyrus, I baked the pie. Do you want to take a piece? Of course. Wait a second. I'll be right back. Doria left and after a few minutes returned with a plate with her hands, giving it to Papyrus. Once again, the sweet scent of pie filled my nostrils. Thanks, Aunt Tori. You are always welcome, Papyrus. Astro's still not here. I wonder where he is. Here, Mom. The front door slammed and a guy about my height came into the living room. Oh my god! Is that you, Azrael? Welcome back, Azri. Aren't you tired? Nope, everything's fine. Oh hey, Awakened One. My name is Azrael. Toriel, as you already know, is my mother. Hi, my name is Porter Robin. Nice to meet you. Same. Azrael pushed out one of the chairs and sat on. Then I remembered that I wanted to ask Toriel about the upcoming meeting. What about the meeting you told me earlier about, Toriel? The meeting? The meeting will start soon, my child. There are several people missing though, so we must wait for them first. It should be just a little longer. If you need something, I'll be in the kitchen. Toriel went into the kitchen. I sat with Azrael and Papyrus in the living room. Hey Papyrus, is Sans coming? It's odd he's not here. He should have come by now. Oh, Sans. We heard a rapping sound from the hall. We heard footsteps coming up the stairs. Someone who looked a little like Papyrus came into the room. It's Sam! Oh my god. What the heck? What happened to him? Oh my god, what? Hey, am I too early? His appearance just froze me up. Sans! What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Sans, what's wrong with you? Oh, you mean that? Well, I ran into a problem with... It was quite well, you know. Laborious. What kind of situation? Well, Sans, I found the dirty store after spilling ketchup on myself. Papyrus' eye began to twitch. Sans, clean yourself up. Me and the cleanliness. These two things don't go together in a sentence. Sans. Okay, I'll do it right now. Papyrus, wait a minute. Don't hurry Sans up. If you give me a little bit more, I'm sure you can do a perfect Sans. You too! I couldn't hold my laughter in. Not bad, kiddo. Sans, please. Okay, I'm working on it, bro. With this world, Sans left the room and head down the hall. Papyrus sighed with relief. We listened to the retreating footsteps for a couple of seconds, and when they stopped, Astral started laughing. We also could hear Toriel giggling from the kitchen. Gosh. Still laughing, I tried asking something. Nani ko de? Astral wiped his teary laughter eyes with his sleeve. It was Sans. Get used to this atmosphere when you are with hear him. Oh man, does he always act like that? Oh yes, always, said Papyrus without much enthusiasm. But he is also such a lazy bones, I can't stand it. Come on, Papyrus, you don't think that his jokes are not funny, do you? I don't, and that annoys me even more. Papyrus sighed again and calmed down. Well, everyone is here. Can we start the meeting? But what about Alphys and Undyne? Yeah, what about them? I was in Waterfall in the morning. Undyne said that she wouldn't come today. And Alphys? Alphys phoned me. She's busy. Sans came back cleaned up this time. That's too bad. What are we going to do? I think Alphys and Undyne would also like to attend the festivities. Is it fair to do this without them? Don't worry, lady. I already took care of it. Sans went to grab something next to the stairs. It's a bag. He unzipped it after a minute of setting it up. I realized that it's a camera. What's the camera for? Sans set the camera on the tripod and gave a thumbs up to signal that it's ready. Oh, right. I forgot that you were bringing that. Azrael? Papyrus? Could you help me with the chairs, please? Okay, Mom. What about me? While Sans was busy with focusing the camera, Astral and Papyrus pushed the table to the far wall and placed the chairs around the camera. A few chairs were located on the sides, one behind the camera and one directly in front of the lens. In the center of the frame. Ready? We're gonna start. Okay. Tora came up to me, putting her hands on my shoulders. My child, now we are going to ask you questions. You'll have to answer them. Please answer honestly. Tell us if we ask any questions that make you feel uncomfortable. We will understand if you do not want to answer any of these questions. Okay, I'll tell you if there are any. Thank you. Now sit on the chair in front of the camera, please. What? What are we doing? Oh my god. I did as Toriel said and sat down on the chair. Tori, Papyrus, and Asriel sat on the side chairs. Sans continued to stand near the camera. Well, let's do this. Toriel cleared her throat. Sans pressed the record button. Sans, are you already recording? Yep. Okay. Greetings, my child. We are here today to discuss a recent event related to you, and more specifically, your fall. Since you cannot leave the underground, you have to stay here for a while. To better understand how to proceed, we need you to answer some questions. Are you ready? I nodded. It was a bit uncomfortable, but I hit it. Yes! Then let's begin. So the first question, what's your name? My name is Porter Robin. Where do you live, Porter Robin? My house is located in a small village near the foot of Mount Avon. How did you get on the mountain, my child? Not so long ago, I began to feel a strange attraction as if the consciousness itself told me that I needed to climb the mountain, that there is something special. So I climbed here and wandered into the cave and fell, not seeing the cliff in the dark. A shadow of excitement flashed across Sans and Toriel's faces. Azrael and Papyrus looked at each other. I felt uneasy. Is something wrong? Porter Robin, one more question. What is the color of your soul? What? Everyone looked at me intently. This question stunned me. I know that people have a thing called soul. It symbolizes your inner world. Its appearance depends entirely on your nature. I knew that the color of every determined people's soul depends on the character of the person. Souls are material and some people can see them. But I've never seen my soul. I do not know. I haven't seen my soul even once. You're not sure? Interesting. Hold it. We'll see. Sans. Sans, no. Sans left hand started to rise, but it stopped. He started lowering it. There was a strange feeling inside. I clenched my hands into fists on my chest and closed my eyes. I have no idea what's going on right now, but I'm gonna end that episode there, and don't worry, I'll continue this. I don't know if I didn't see much of the information when downloading it. I don't know if it's a demo or something, but this is kind of new to me, and my voice, and I can't talk much right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you liked it. And I'll see you next time, next video. Goodbye, fellow subs.